So I am a technologist. I'm a geek. I'm in Silicon Valley. Had a successful tech career. I've had a successful technology exit, and got into real estate in reverse. Most people get in basically because they want to do single-family rentals or because they want to do fix and flips. In my case, it was because my boss asked me to help him build a custom campus for our tech company from scratch in 2003. So over 12 months of fire hose education, I learned how to build a 27,000 square foot, $6 million building from scratch. So that was Introduction to Real Estate 101. So Grow Capitus both buys and builds multifamilies, industrial, self-storage, and student housing projects. They're usually fairly large. The average project is about 200 units. We build them and buy them in 9 states in the union. None of them called California, even though I live in California. And we have about 500 active investors that are invested in our projects, and those investors are in 47 states in the country. I didn't decide to start the business. I fell into it. I mean, so there's so many parts of my story that have been a fell into something sort of, part of the story. So maybe I can take a couple minutes to answer that particular question. So we were doing this thing with building that new campus, and I was learning lots, things that I know that most multifamily syndicators don't know because they've never really built anything from scratch. And I started to fall in love with real estate, and specifically in love with the depreciation benefits of large commercial real estate. In 2004, because I was a partner in that project, for the first time, my salary was at a peak and my taxes were lower, and I really enjoyed that, even though I wasn't getting all the benefits because I wasn't a real estate professional. And that got me really excited, got me hooked to real estate. And then we went on and built 5 other campuses over the next 3 or 4 years. And by the time 2008, 2009 came around, I felt like I was really ready for real estate to jump in on my own rather than just building campuses for my company and investing in them. And my family was telling me that I was completely insane. I mean, I have this huge, massive family with 40 people, all telling me when I was talking with them about how excited I was in real estate, telling me how much of a fool I was and how, they would never talk with me again if I put any money into real estate. But I'm a data scientist. I'm a computer, science graduate, and I was looking at the numbers and I was saying, so you guys were all investing in real estate 2 years, 3 years, and 4 years ago. And now when I'm looking at real estate, it's so much better. It's massively better. And you're telling me not to invest? And they're like, yeah, we know better than you. We've invested in real estate. And I was like, no, what these people are not paying any attention to is the mathematics, the math, right? So a lot of real estate is really all about the math. So I decided that I would prove them wrong. And I did that by buying 10 single family homes in a single year. So I didn't want to just say, I bought this one off, because then my family would be like, no, you got lucky, right? So it's like, okay, I'm going to buy 10 of them and make 10 of them successes to prove my point. So that's how stubborn I am. So, and we can go on with that story if you want, but the goal there really was, I got into real estate on a dare because my family was saying stuff which clearly to me was wrong. I felt like they were wrong. And that's, so the first thing I got in on a dare. And then when the time came to switch 5 or 6 years later into real estate on a full-time basis, not as a passive investor or as a single investor, that really came about because of a challenge that I took upon myself, an obsession about figuring out the best cities